Now I went inside to my, inside the house and took a shower. Started washing my body off with soap. You know what I'm saying? And thinking I was washing away the sin, the filth, but it was already committed spiritually. I didn't know, and that just proves that certain things. But that's what they would be trying to do. They would be trying to wash away the sin. They couldn't wash. You can't wash it away. It has to be done spiritually. And it's going to be done through the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And it's going to cleanse you. It's the spirit. It's all spiritual. Read it again.
For though thou wash thee with nitrate, and take thee much soap, yet thine iniquities is marked before me, saith Lord Yahweh.
Yes, your iniquity is still before the face of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You can't make yourself clean. Yahushai has to make you clean.
How canst thou say I am not polluted? I have not gone after Baalim. See thy way in the valley, know what thou hast done.
See your way in the valley and know what thou hast done. Basically bringing your sins back to remembrance, man. That's where the word repent goes back into have. When you look at the word repent, it means to have a feel of remorse, of regret, guilt. It's not like in the churches they try to tell you it's a 180 degree turn. You're turning away, you're walking a whole different way. No, that's fucking a lie. When you look up the word repentance, it goes back to having a feel of remorse, guilt. That's what the Lord requires, man. He requires a broken and a contrite spirit.
Thou art a swift dromedary.
That's like a camel, Go ahead.
Browsing her ways.
What is it? Traversing her ways. I mean, basically just going about whatever she desired.
Wild ass to the wilderness, and swift on the wind, our pleasure.
Yeah, it's like it's using the wild ass as that, but like a dog. Like when they smell food, what's the first thing you see them do with their nose? They smell. They're just sniffing everywhere. You take them outside, you see them sniffing everything. That's how Israel is. That's how you 2/3 are, man. You want everything, you see everything, you want to taste everything. You ain't just content with what Yahweh Shem Yahushua was giving you. It's like going back in the time of Egypt when they were taken out in the wilderness. They complained about them not having food. So what did the Lord do? He sent them manna, the angels' food. Which you look at the word manna means what is it? So that's what they said. They're like, what is this? And they complained that they got tired of eating that bread, that dew, that manna. They complained about that. They started remembering, instead of remembering their sins and the hell that were captive in Egypt, they wanted to go back into Egypt because that's where they were coming from. It's like the scriptures say in the Proverbs and in Peter's that the dog returned to his own vomit. The 2/3 are like dogs, man. They're like pigs, like swine that wallow in their own mire, man. Wallow means you turn around and you flip around, you roll around in nothing but mire, which mire is mud, dirt. Like being filthy. You don't want to be cleansed. Spiritually cleansed. Because you can see Jake out here, they dress good, they look nice and shit like that. But within they're filthy, man. In the spirit they're filthy and wicked. It's like when the Lord rebuked the Pharisees and the scribes, he said like they like to be admired and they like the best garments, But within them they're as dead man bones, man. That they were as death, rotten, And I've had experience where I've been with a woman and she stunk like bad, man. I was like, fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like you people out here, y'all are nasty, man. Y'all are evil, and the Lord's about to get rid of anything that offends Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Is gonna get it out of His kingdom, man. Go ahead.
All they that seek her will not weary themselves. In her month they shall find her.
Oh, that's it already. places as witchcraft, man. They'll get you into believing into bullshit. Deal with these two-thirds. That's why be chilling with these two-thirds, man. Because they'll get you to go back into the old wicked ways. You know? Instead of listening or hearkening to the fear of Yahweh Shemel Shai, they do the opposite. It's like I told his brother when he first came in, that this word is either going to make you, it's either going to keep you in a safe place, or it's going to take you to a exceeding high rate of pride, or it's going to bring you low to where you bug the fuck out, man. And then that bug out is going to either, you can either kill yourself, or you're going to be walking in the streets of America, not knowing where the fuck you're at, where you're going. That's how serious this word is. People don't think it's a game. That shit that goes on with the churches, the Christianity, they ain't doing none of that. All it does is cause demonic possessions on the people. That's all that church, the churches out here in America do. It's called demonic possessions on them. Maybe you think that you're in the good standard of the Lord still. You know? The one where you left off?
6. Isaiah 30, verse 6. The burden of the beasts of the south into the land of trouble and anguish, from whence came the young and old lion, the viper, the fear-flying serpent. They will carry their riches on the shoulders of their asses.
Basically just a slave. A slave to a people that will not profit. You know? Go ahead.
For the Egyptians shall help in vain.
For the Egyptians shall help you in vain, man. All right? Just like in America, America is spiritually known as Egypt. When you go to Revelations, they're going to help you in vain, man. Go ahead.
And to no purpose.
And to no purpose. Just like I said, like I made that mention about you achieving, getting a career and a home and all this stuff, and your heart's set on that. Not saying that that's what you got to get here in America. You got to get a job. You got to get you an apartment or a house, whatever it is. You're bound to have kids when you have a woman. You're gonna pay bills, stuff like that. But there's certain people that actually that's all they can see. They don't see outside of that. They don't see this place being destroyed and a new kingdom is established. It's like when you read Hebrews chapter 11, when it goes into Abraham having faith. It talked about that they looked for a city that was built upon God, man. That was built upon righteousness. That they considered themselves in this earth, in this land, as pilgrims, man. And that's how you have to look at yourself as a pilgrim. Especially when you come into this fold, man. Because you don't know where you're gonna end up at. You don't know where you're gonna be at. The Spirit of the Lord works in ways that you don't comprehend, you don't understand. All right? Go ahead.
Therefore have I cried concerning this, their strength is to sit still.
Yeah, your strength is to sit down and be quiet, man. Just sit your ass down and listen. Instead of always wanting to open your mouth, man. Opening your mouth and be like, well, this is what I believe, this is what I think. This is my interpretation. Just sit down and be quiet, man. Everybody likes to listen to Kendrick Lamar. What does he say? Sit down, be humble, right? So guess where he gets that? Where does he get that stuff from? He gets it from the Bible. The Spirit of the Yahweh Shemel Shai is the one that tells us and commands us on how to be and what not to be, man. Not no damn rapper. Not you. We ain't nothing. We're as worms according to the scriptures. So the best thing for you, for what you could have done was just sit down and be quiet and listen. Hearken unto the voice of the prophet, man. Change your ways, man. Repent, because the kingdom of heaven is nigh, man. And I'm talking about the destruction is going to come, man. Right? Before it gets better, it's going to be horrible. Right? There.
Now go, write it before them in a table, and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come forever and ever.
That's right. That's talking about these prophecies being fulfilled, man. All right? Just like right here in Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1, it says, I will stand upon my watch and set me up upon the tower and I will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run it that readeth it. And read what? These prophecies that are contained in this book, man, that are compiled in this book. The testament of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. Okay? So that's our job. And we're supposed to set posts. Anybody has a question, they're going to come up and that question is going to be answered. All right? Read that again.
Now go, write it before them in a table, and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come forever and ever. That this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of Yahweh.
Yeah, that will not hearken unto the voice of Yahweh. You know? That's that rebellious house. All right? And I'm going to finish this up right here in Habakkuk 2 and 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. All right? So that's talking about the prophecies. And the prophets are the ones that are pushing this message. So that means that they're not going to lie. Why? Because in Isaiah 8:20, it says, to the law and to the testimony, they speak not according to this word, there is no light in them. All right? So we're coming out of the scriptures. We're proving the things that need to be proved, man. All right? And then one thing is that the people out here are rebellious. You Negro, Latinos, and Native American Indians, man. You're rebellious people. All right? And you turn your ear away from the prophets and the men, and ultimately Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
Which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets.
And the seer in the old time was the prophet in the old time was called a seer, man. Someone that was always being on his watch, watching for the prophecies, you know, waiting for the message from Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, the visions, to go into the people and let them know, hey, this is what's going to happen, you know. But in old time, that's what they were referred to as a seer. All right. Go ahead. And we're letting you know that destruction is coming, man. The vision is for an appointed time, but we ain't got that much time, man. All right, it's like milliseconds away. At any time it can happen, man. But first, the martial law and the RFID chip has to be implemented. All right. We don't really know how it's going to play itself out, how the chips are going to fall, but we know that those are the major prophecies that are still waiting to be fulfilled. There's a RFID chip and that Third World War, man. And we know martial law is going to be pushed out because they got these concentration camps that are just waiting to put you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans in to torture your ass, man. But really, they want to come after the men that are spiritually destroying the infrastructure of their government. That's who they're really pissed off about, because they know the 2/3 are done, but they still want to take that joy of torturing you. But really, they want to get the ones that have holy souls, of righteous souls. Like they did in Yahweh Shai.
Prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things.
That's right. So it's going into the mindset of a 2/3 or a reprobate. You know, somebody that don't want to hear the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. They want to be told smooth things, lies, deceit. All right, fables. You know, fairy tales. It's like a little baby. It's like a little girl. Little girls, they like fairy tales. You know? That's how the Lord is basically telling you 2/3, you Negro, Latino, Native American, you know, like little girls, man. Grow up. All right? Show yourselves men. Okay? You thought as a child, you spake as a child, but when it was time for you to be a man, you started understanding things like a man. You know? Roughly paraphrasing.
Speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. Get ye out of the way, turn aside out of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us.
See, so they're basically saying, and get these people out of the way, get these prophets out the way, get these so-called men of the Lord out the way, get Yahweh Shai out the way, because the Holy One they're talking about right there. So you can't say that the Old Testament ain't talking about Yahweh Shai, who's the Holy One then. You know? Get the Holy One out of the path from ceasing, man. Read it again.
Get ye out of the way, turn aside out of the path, cause the Holy One.
Cause the Holy One, which is Yahweh Shai, the Savior of Yasha'Allah, right? The elect, right? Cause the Holy One
Of Israel to cease from before us.
to cease from before us. So what did King Herod do? When you go into the book of Matthew, what did he do? In the book of Luke, what did he do? He put out a decree to kill every infant from infancy, newborn, up to the year 2 years old. Kill those kids, every male. Why? Because he knew the prophecies. He knew the Savior was going to be born. And King Herod was an Edomite. All the Herodians are Edomites, man. That's what they were trying to do. They were trying to because you despise this word. See? And you trust in oppression. You love it so, man. You love being in this society, man. You love being controlled. You love being brainwashed. You love being part of this government. When you break down the word government, govern means to control. Ment, in Spanish, it mente. It means your mind. Control, mind control. You love this, man. You love being molested spiritually. You know? Yeah, it's like a woman, man. It's like, well, Eve. Like Eve, when she was seduced by the serpent. So he spoke smooth words unto her. You know, cunningly, exactly. He was subtile than all the other beasts of the earth. When you break down the word subtile, means being caught under the web, man. So they got caught under the web. You know? And Eve brought Adam down. Because through Eve we all die. Through women we all die. The beginning of sin came through women. You know? Go ahead.
And trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon.
And you stay thereon. That's what you enjoy. You love being oppressed and lied to. Alright? You love this, man. You love hopping back and forth to different churches. Like I said, you've been under every green tree, man. You know, playing the harlot. You know, 1 minute you're a Christian, next 2 or 3 years later, you're a fucking Buddhist, man. You know? You're a Muslim. Or you're a fucking Jew. You have those fake curls coming down your damn side of your damn head, man. If I'm not mistaken, a rapper named Shine that came under P. Diddy, going back like in the, I think, early 2000s. He sounded like Biggie Smalls, man. But he ended up converting to Judaism over there. He's fucking weird, man. Now he has damn fake curls coming out. He wears that damn fucking little thing on top of his head. Bugged out, man. That's what Jake is, man. And Jake will be everything underneath the sun. He'll accept everything under the sun, but he won't accept himself being an Israelite. He won't accept that the promise of the covenant is to be delivered from the hand of your enemy, man. Because that's what the Lord is going to do, man. All right?
I was watching a video the other day where Jake now reclaims to be an Egyptian, and that these so-called Israelites are the ones that try to steal their identity.
Yeah.
They're all bugged out. They got it all backwards, man.
Yeah. Because the scriptures say that Israel is the former of all things. So everything began with Israel. Israel is the one that set trends. Israel is the one that disperses wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. The scriptures bear witness to it, man. Now, if you don't have faith in it, then yeah, you're gonna believe in every fucking wind of doctrine. You're gonna be tossed to and fro like a child. But we know through scripture we have faith. You know, it's just like I was talking to that Nigerian at my job. He said that Jake, or the Negroes here today, try to be like them. And I started laughing loud, man. I started laughing. I was like, like, hell, there's no way. Because you look at an African, or the people that are from that part of the continent, right? That country over there, they have a different spirit, man. They have a different. Everything's different about them. Not saying that there's not Israelites over there. There is, all right. But you can see the difference between that Egyptian, which in Egypt is Canaan, or the Hamites. All right, the Africans, so-called African, or the Hamites, they come from Ham. All right, Jebusites, all those different regions, those countries in Africa, they are Hamitic, meaning that they're not of Shem. All right, and I could bring it out right here, where it shows that the Lord put a difference between them two. But he actually said that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? But hey,
it's mostly the 2/3 that are trying to be like them over there, Those Israelites, to know that they're Israelites, man, we know where we're from. But the other 2/3 are trying to be everybody else except who they are.
Let's see. This is in the book of Exodus, chapter 11. Verse 7, it says, but against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue. All right, and the dogs represent these other nations, man. All right, so no tongue should move against the children of Israel. All right, that was one of the blessings and the power that were behind you people, man, the Negro Latinos and Native American Indians, because Yahushua made it that way. That any tongue that rose up against you was struck down, man. It says that too in the scriptures, man. Finish reading that. Is there any more on that on Isaiah 30? That last verse that you read.
Therefore, these iniquities shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant.
That's right, because the Lord said, while they say peace and safety, sudden destruction shall fall upon you. So you're not going to know when the Lord is going to cast judgment on you. But judgment is being played out every day in our time, man. People are dying every day. So that's exactly what's going to happen. You think you're in your security, you think you're secure. You think you have this hedge built around you, which is a vain hedge, because your hedge is of the spirit of Egypt, all right, of Sodom, whatever it is that you put around you, homosexuality, witchcraft, rebellion, whatever it is. The Lord says He's going to break through it, man. And it's going to be a breach that's ready to fall. Is that it on that?
There's a little bit more on 14.
Go ahead.
And he shall break it as the breaking of the potter's vessel, that this broken in pieces he shall not spare, so that there shall not be found in the bursting of it a share to take fire with the hearth, or to take water without of the pit.
Meaning that breach, that thing, that so-called hedge that you build around you is going to be destroyed and smashed in little bits and pieces, man, like sand. You ain't gonna be able to pick it up and use it as a down utensil or as an instrument to cut. That's how destructive the Lord's gonna destroy it, man. Go ahead and bring out Isaiah 54 and 17, just to prove that what I'm reading in Exodus about that tongue rising up against us, man. And also that he's gonna put a difference between us and the Egyptians.
17. Isaiah 54 and 17. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper,
That's right.
and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn.
Thou shalt condemn, man. So there ain't no tongue, no dog is gonna rise up in judgment against us, man. Especially us men of the Lord, who the Lord's dealing with. No, a spiritual man cannot be judged, man. Because the angel of the Lord is encamped around those that fear him, that are obeying the law, statutes, and commandments, that are following after the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. The 144,000 are well taken care of, man. And you better beware, because one word could be to your death, man. We could send up a curse on you. You could die right then and there. You could die a week later. Or but it's up to the Lord how he's going to play it out. You know?
Like Isaiah, whenever he cursed a fake prophet, and within that year, he died.
Yeah, there's many things, man. Many examples where, like Yahweh Shai, when he cursed that tree that didn't bear fruit. You know, the scriptures say that anybody that don't bear fruit is unprofitable. All right, or a branch that's not bearing fruit, that's going to be cut off and wither away, and it's going to be meat for the fire, man. You know. So
it was Jeremiah. Jeremiah was the one that cursed that prophet.
Okay. Start all over, just read it, call it out, read it again.
Isaiah 54, verse 17. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of
out here and try to do something dumb. The Lord's going to protect us. Why? Because we're in the spirit, the sanctuary. The word sanctuary means to safe. It's a safe place for people. Buildings and shit like that, not knowing that something could happen. That whole building could crumble and then kill your ass in there, man. But us being out here, we're going to be taken care of, man. It's a sanctuary to be in the spirit of Yahweh Shai. Okay? I think that should be it on there. Exodus 11 and 7. But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast, that ye may know that Yahweh doth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel. See? So there's a big difference between these Africans, the so-called Africans, the Hamitic tribes, versus the tribe of Israel, man. Or the tribes of Israel, Yasha'Allah. There's a different spirit about Israel and then these Hamites, man. But these Hamites, they're proud as hell. And at that, they're lazy as fuck too. They ain't got no kind of work skills or nothing like that, man. And they actually think that the Negroes here in America are follow what they do, man. I'm not saying that they don't try to get certain shit like the dashiki and shit like that, but the dashiki is really is part of us. We created that, but they took it. But they actually have that attitude that the Negroes here follow them, you know. But when you see them, they try to act like Judah over here. You know, the different things that they be doing, the way they walk, the way they talk, you know, throwing up gang signs, throwing up their set. They be trying to do all that shit, trying to talk with the attitude, you know, with the certain swag. They walk with the limp. You know, and then you can tell that it's straight false, man. You can tell through bullshit, man. You know, but the Lord already had said that He was going to put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel. You know, and all the other rest of the nations, man. That's why everything is done through the Spirit. You have to read things through the Spirit, be able to see it. You can't just be just claiming yourself that you do that. You have to watch it and be vigilant, you know, things of that nature. Ultimately, knowing the scriptures. You know. It's like Jacob said that Jacob was a smooth man. He was a man that dwelt in tents. Basically, man, he chilled, he kicked back. You know, he was smooth. He wasn't hairy like his brother Esau, man. Esau was a hairy ass dude. You know, and at that he lacked melanin. It's like these Edomites out here. You know, I'm not saying every single one. You got Edomites. They may look like Edomites, but they're Israelite, man. But the majority, the bulk of them are Edomites, because Cain and Esau, that's what they that's what they were, man. But Esau tried to mingle himself with the Hamitic tribes to try to get back that melanin. But the Lord was like, he wasn't having that shit, man. You know? So, so the Lord already had said that. And he put the difference between us and the rest of the nations, the heathens. You know? So go ahead. Start with that.
Isaiah 30, verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin.
Go to, I think it's verse 30, or chapter 30. Yeah, chapter 30. Salaki. And it's just going to go into further information about how these 2/3, they be thinking about how this kingdom's going to protect them. You know? How they're in good safety, that they're in a good place.
Isaiah 31, verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help.
That's right. So the word woe means destruction. You know, destruction unto you that go into Egypt for help. You know, for whatever it may be. I mean, yeah, you got to go to Esau to get certain things. You know, these other nations to get certain things like that. But it's talking about where your heart at. Where's your heart at? You know?
And stay on the horses and trust in chariots.
Yeah, that stay on horses and trust in chariots. Because when you go back in the old time, that's what they would do. They would use chariots. You had the horses, the chariots. That's something like a spear or a sword. You know? Go ahead.
Because they are many, and in horsemen.
Yeah, because there were many. You know what I'm saying? It's like today, everybody think that nobody could take out America's army. Because America has so many people. Or so many soldiers. They're over there taking care of what's going on in the Middle East. They have all these different posts. You know, these embassies set up over there in the world, and that they can't fuck with America. That's how you people think, because there are many, you know, because they have a certain power. All right, go ahead.
Because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek Yahweh.
Yeah, see, so you don't look unto the Holy One of Israel, which is Yahweh Shai, nor Yahweh Bashir, nor Yahweh. You ain't looking towards that.